All right, Shalom. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders, apostle, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations out there to the hopeful elect. I'm gonna check the audio real fast. Okay, it's good. Yeah, so I just want to peace, blessings, and salutations out there to the hopeful elect and to the sincere. All right. I want to get into this little quick video. Um, Going into the mark of the beast. All right, I would put it on the screen, but like I said, they've been messing with the page on and off. All right, but I'll tell you where it's at. It's the dailymail.com. It's entitled Microchips Could Be Put Under Prisoners' Skin to Track Them. Tech bosses tell prison minister. All right. I'm gonna read probably two different websites. It says microchips could be inserted under the skin of offenders to track their movements. Tech bosses have suggested the proposal was put forward by tech bosses as a way to monitor prisoners in real time and around the clock. Event with the prisoners minister Lord Timpson and representatives from the tech firms. All right, and it goes on to say other ideas put forward and put forward, including uh, driverless prison vans and robot run prisons or run prisons and jails. All right, and we've been telling you that this is what Babylon the Great is coming into. Really the whole planet. All right, they want to make this a prison planet. All right, everything is ran off AI, tech, and surveillance. All right, and this is how much closer we are. All right, it goes on to say the meeting took took place last year with representatives from over more than 30 companies, including Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. But details have only started to emerge now. And it goes on to say firms are suggested that AI could be used to predict the risk posed by certain individuals in the prison. All right. Is anything else? And Lord Timpson told the meeting that one in a generation reform is the way. It's the only way we could truly deal with the scale of chaos and cut crime and speed up justice. Which is nothing but BS. All right, these guys, that's the overhead that's overseeing these prisons. They're nothing more than puppets. All right, for the elites, they're gonna do what the elites say do, and for the betterment of what the elites want. All right, while they get paid. Now this is from a actual jail website. It's called Corrections One. All right, and it was giving me problems when I'm not gonna put it up there. But it goes on to say, I'll read the important part, which show you where if these prisoners are coming into this, all right, if these prisoners are coming into this, the whole globe is coming down to this, man. All right, because we live in basically in a time where tech, all right, digital identification systems, all right, and the increase of government overhead is basically is the way, all right, and it also is going to change the way people buy and sell and participate in this society. All right, we're here, and they're starting with the guys in prison and using them as guinea pigs. All right, because this modern system, which is this prison system, it allows this government and these corporations to track your finance transactions, your identity. All right, and move into ultimately motion scale base. All right, where they track your movements. All right, this is happening at a pace like never seen before, man. All right, but this is from the Corrections One website. All right, and it says if implemented in prison, talking about the microchip, all right, transdermal. And I looked into that word transdermal. It means something that's inserted under your skin, all right, which we've been telling you that the charagma is going to be, or the chip, the microchip is going to be inserted under your skin, all right. And it goes on to say microchips could change the way facilities, meaning these prisons, track inmates due to their ability to provide instant location updates, detect medical emergencies before they escalate, and reduce the risk of escape by eliminating blind spots in supervision. Blind spots in supervision. All right, and this is what we're moving into. All right, they already talking about putting robots in the jail, AI in the jail system to monitor them. All right, that's why when you read and we tell you that the scriptures are true. All right, that's why when you read, and I get to the I get straight to the main point. You know, it don't even if you're tuning in now, all right, you know that first and foremost, GMS, all right, Great Millstone, across the board, even down here in New Orleans, Louisiana, all right, we go into the chip, all right. The chip is one of the main points of prophecy that we go into, all right. And if you've been tuning in, you should know about Revelation the 13th chapter, all right. The average so-called Christian out there knows about it, but they don't know about it in depth as the men of the Lord do, all right. Because this has been a gift, the gift of prophecy, the gift of the enlightenment of these scriptures is been given to us by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, all right. So we're able to go into it in depth, all right. But the point right here that backs up these articles is what? Revelations the 13th chapter and the 16th verse, all right. And it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. All right. It says free and bond. So people that's on the outside world and people that's in these prisons, in these jails, are going to what? It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And this is what's going to be pushed. You know, when your mind can only go to the point where they're going to give guys free release. They're going to bump up their time. They're going to get them in certain programs to release them early if they take the mark, man. You tell me how many guys in the prison system not going to do that. All right. Jakes, Edomites, so on and so forth. All right. So this is the next gear we're switching into, which we told you. All right. And like I said, it's here already, man. You know, this is nothing. Like they said in the article, the one article I read, this is something that was discussed over last year, and it's coming to fruition now, man. It's being pushed now. All right. We come into a tech prison. All right. A tech world ran by AI. All right. And the crowning jewel of this thing is to chip everyone, man. All right. This is it. Let me see something. I'm missing something, man. Okay. Yeah. And you see, I love the title. You know, going back to dailymail.com, microchips could be put under the skin, all right, of prisoners, man, to track them. All right, because you had these guys out there, these other groups saying that the mark of the beast is an embargo. The mark of the beast is white women. The mark of the beast is this and that. All right, which we've been telling you for so long that this thing is here. We've been telling you for so long they're gonna put this charagma under your skin, man, in your right hand or your forehead. They're gonna insert it through a syringe into you, man. All right, and you see that their plans on tracking prisoners, man. All right, tracking their movements, making sure they don't escape. All right, because even down here in New Orleans, you've been having a lot of escaped prisoners. All right, they had some shit where niggas escaped prison for about a damn 2 months, man. All right, right along with a host of other guys. All right, but this is, you know, like I said, them things might who knows, they might have pushed that. You know, it is what it is. But hey, This is what Esau is bringing down to the table, man. All right, and you people out here, you deadheads, you copper tops out here, you're gonna eat this up, man. All right, you're gonna find it as new tech. You're gonna find it as a convenience. You're gonna find it as something to actually uh to your liking. Hey, it is what it is. All of you that they're gonna take it. Hey, let the Most High destroy you, man. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, because like I said, ultimately, you people out there, you haven't been paying attention to the times, man. All right, but the elect, the Lord has blessed the elect. All right, to stay watchful. All right, to stay vigilant and stay alert to the times that we're in. All right, that's why we bring out this information to you, to tell you that, hey man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has his man on track to bring forth this mark. All right, to bring forth the Karagma to the world. All right. Let's see, but it's another one that I wanted. We should watch that for hey, we had a time where the Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back. We had a time to where, all right, these prophecies, these last few prophecies is coming into place. All right, the nations are geared up for World War III. You have this tech. I wouldn't say knocker. I don't know, getting tongue tied. But you have this tech digital world. All right, it's been pushed for AI, pushed for robots. It's on track too. Everything is on track. All right, and everything is on one set track. All right, for the end time prophecies to come. All right, for Yahweh Shai to come. All right. And we much closer. They put this all out here on the news, man. All right. And as you see on the screen, that's how one of those chips look. All right. And they're going to be inserted in your right hand. All right. And they're going to run off your body heat. All right. And have all your digital information. The same thing that they practice by putting under pets, putting under your dogs, your cats, or what have you. They first introduced it to you like that. Now they want to put it into people, man. And they're gonna make it more convenient. Pay as you go. Your money, all your money and your digital information will be on here. All right. Well, they don't have to use cards. You don't have to use nothing. You just swipe your hand. All right. And it only makes sense to the world, to the people of the world that don't know the scriptures. It makes sense to them to put it in prisoners. We'll be able to. It is going to track your movements too, man. It's going to track your movements. All right. This information here, when you go into it even more, you'll find out they know everything. Your movements. They know if you ready you in a car or not. They know your body temperature. All that, man. All right. We messing with a devil. What the scripture says, thou art wiser than Daniel, man. All right. It's no secret that's hid from thee. This roughly paraphrasing. This devil, has been blessed on the left hand. All right, with the ability to want to seek these things out, man. All right, to want to know these things. He want to know everything about you. He wants to play, as the scripture said, he wants to be like the Most High, man. All right, but hey, I'm going to make that quick to the point. I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna give all praises, glory, infinite honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakadash. Once again, double honor to the elders apostles. Peace, blessings, and salutation again out there to the whole elect. Shalom.